I don't know why I decided to roll this out on a mat. Maybe I thought I was looking professional or something. Hello again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chantal and I am here to bring you a number of festive recipes throughout the holiday season. This is my YouTube channel, Meet and Eat. If you're new here, then thank you. Comment below, tell me where you found me. And if you're returning, then also thank you so much, because your support is... Oh, there's a dog down there, as per usual. There's always some sort of dog in my video. If you're coming back, then thank you. Your support is always appreciated. And it obviously means that you are somewhat enjoying this content, so that makes me very happy. So today I have donned my festive tartan hair bow. I'm not wearing a festive jumper, but I'll still do the little shimmy for you. And I do have the mug with no name at the moment. I think we're just gonna have to assume his name is Frosty, because no one has given any other suggestions. So I am here to bring you some festive treats today in the form of cookies or biscuits that you can gift to friends and family throughout the festive season. Now, I can't take entire credit. I can't take full credit for this recipe, because it is a recipe I've veganized that I found on a YouTube channel that I like, called Emma's Goodies, and I'll link her channel below. So I veganized her recipe and then made it my own by adding different flavors and stuff to the mix. So it's veganized and customized. So I hope you all enjoy the video. And I'm just gonna crack on with making these, and I'm gonna film myself making these, and I'm gonna hope that you enjoy me filming myself making these. So ingredients will be listed below as standard. Let's get on with the video. So I also need to mention that this is a good recipe because it contains just 3 ingredients. So the likelihood of you having some of these ingredients in your house is quite strong. And for that, I hope you are grateful. The ingredients of the original recipe are flour, butter, and condensed milk. Now, only one of those ingredients, when it comes in its standard form, is vegan, and that is the flour. The other 2 ingredients I will be substituting with things like Flora Plant butter, because it's my favourite. You can use any butter that's vegan that you want, as long as it has none of that cow juice in it. And the new vegan Carnation milk that you can't actually see because the light is too bright. So those are the ingredients: flour, butter, condensed milk. Okay, so I would assume that you have flour and butter in your house already. Then you just need to find some condensed milk, but you can make your own condensed milk. And I nearly did that for this recipe, used my own condensed milk. But I've got some cans of Carnation to use up, the vegan Carnation, so I'm going to use this, and that's what the original recipe called for. So let's crack on with the video, shall we? In this bowl, we are going to start by measuring out 220 grams of butter. It'd be really helpful if I also had a spoon. And there's 220, perfect, in my bowl here. Next ingredient is flour. So we're going to need 300 grams of flour. and add the condensed milk. 120 grams. This is a 370 gram tin, I think. I think that is the weight, but yeah, 370 grams. $120. Oh, that's 130, but I'm sure it won't matter. Okay, so those are our basic ingredients. Now, she did rub the butter in to the flour first with her fingers, but as per usual, I'm disobeying all the rules set in place for everyone's safety. So I'm just going to rub this flour in to the butter and then mix it all together to form some kind of thing that resembles a biscuit dough, okay? And we'll get back to this when that is complete. Can you see what I'm doing here though? I'm just rubbing it. This is called the rubbing in method. If you've ever made crumble as well, you'd rub it between your fingers like this to get the crumble texture. That's all I'm doing here, the softened butter. And it's quite a common method of making biscuits. Shortbread as well, shortbread. I guess this is similar to a shortbread recipe. And the condensed milk in this acts as an egg substitute, which is brilliant. And also sugar. It contains sugar. So it's also the sugar element of this, which is why there is only 3 ingredients in these cookies. They are sweet cookies. There's only 3 ingredients. Don't forget to preheat your oven as well when you do this. Okay. My hands are a mess now. I'm going to start mixing this together, I think, and see what happens. I'm going to rub it in a bit more. I'm sorry if you think my cooking standards are at slapdash. They probably are, but I like to have fun in the kitchen. And I do create a mess. So I've brought this dough together. Make sure you rub your flour and butter together first and then add your condensed milk, because it's just easier. Secondly, I said initially 300 grams of flour, but I think it will probably end up more like 350 grams. I guess that may be because we're using vegan butter and vegan condensed milk. Maybe the portions just work out slightly differently because of how they work together, because they're vegan. But I will list that all below and you don't need to worry. But those are just a few things I would say do. But like I said, we're going to put this now in the freezer to firm up a little, because the butter was softened, remember? So now the butter's soft, it's harder to roll, but it was good to bring all the ingredients together with. And you need soft butter to do the rubbing in method. Just remember how Delia taught us. Okay, pre-vegan days. I'm completely covered in flour. As per usual, you'll see in these videos my sleeves get rather mucky, but I don't care. That's what washing machines are for, right? So, see you when this has firmed up a bit, okay? I hope you agree that this lighting is much more agreeable. Now, a bit of a cheat here. I put this in the freezer, so it has firmed up in about 10 minutes. But just don't forget that it's in there, okay? You're probably also wondering why I don't wear an apron, and it's simply because I just forget to put one on. I just get so excited about my baking adventures that I just end up forgetting to put one on. But it's my problem, not yours. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide this dough into 3 lots, because like I mentioned, I want to do 3 different flavours, and I'm going to weigh each portion of dough out so it's equal. That's all. If you want to eyeball it, fine. This is as precise as I'm going to be in this whole video, I think. Lovely. That'll do. There enough. There enough. Near enough. Okay. So, I can get rid of them now. I've had a bit of a tidy up, but my baking mat is still a mess. So, I think I'm going to start with the cocoa flavour, so the chocolate flavour one. And for the chocolate flavour one, we're going to be using this that you might have seen in my previous chocolate cake video. I used that as the chocolate cake topping and it was delicious. We're going to do a lemon flavour, and for that I'm going to use my homemade lemon curd with some ginger and some lemon zest. If you haven't seen my lemon curd video, I suggest you check it out. You don't have to use my lemon curd, you can use a vegan lemon curd, but mine will probably be better, that's all I'm saying. And we're also going to make some Linzer cookies, so it's going to be jam. And I've still got some jam left from when I did my donut recipes that I found in the fridge that time, so that's still going strong. So we're using some cheap strawberry jam for that. Now Linzer cookies are basically jammy dodgers, so that's a fun fact. But they're actually German biscuits that Jammy Dodger have taken and claimed as their own. Anyway, I'm going to need a bit more flour. And this mat is actually annoying me. It's moving around everywhere. I don't know why I decided to roll this out on a mat. Maybe I thought I was looking professional or something, but it's just not aiding me one little bit. So I'm going to remove this mat and I'm going to get more flour as well. So I've got more flour on me, more flour on the work surface. Everything is all right though. Okay, let's start rolling out our dough here. It's still a little bit soft, but it's all right. So I've decided to also use different sorts of cookie cutters for this. I'm not sure if that's going to be too thin. I might re-roll that out. You don't want it to be too thin. You're just watching my mistakes as they happen, by the way, because once again, I haven't tried out this recipe before I made it. Yay! So it's all a bit of a suck it and see process. So I'm going to roll it out a bit. I don't really like my rolling pin either. I like big, thick rolling pins. So now we're going to add the chocolate to the dough and incorporate the chocolate into this dough that we've made. This will firm your dough up a little as well because it's just another dry ingredient being added to your cookie mix. Sometimes, you know, I do wish I did try these out before I make them, but I just feel like it's going to be the end goal. I'm going to end up with some cookies. It's just you're going to have to struggle and watch the process as it's happening. So about 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder was added to this. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but I guess we'll see, won't we? I think I do want it a bit more chocolatey than that. So I'm going to add a bit more. And I'm just going to keep adding more until I am satisfied with the result. And then I'm going to cut the biscuits out into star shapes, I think, for the chocolate. And the reason I'm doing another little cookie cutter shape is because I actually want the bottom half of the biscuit, and then so you've got that will be on top, that will be on the bottom. You'll see anyway, it will make sense soon. cookies on the oven tray and bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes, I think, but I'll keep an eye on them. And while they're baking, I'm going to make the next 2 flavours of cookies. So, stay tuned, folks. Next batch. This is fun, isn't it? Right, this next batch, I've wiped the surface down, by the way, because I don't want to get all that cocoa in this mix. So I'm just zesting a lemon here, and I'm going to put the fresh lemon straight into the cookie dough. And this is about 1/3 of the batch that we made, this portion here. Because remember, we weighed it all out. If you don't have lemon zest at home, but you have like lemon extract or something, you can also use that. I think as well, I'm going to add some ginger because it is a festive season, and that's just powdered ginger, okay? So this is a lemon and ginger cookie, this one. And this is going to have the lemon curd in it when it's baked. But we don't put the fillings in until it's baked, otherwise the fillings will just melt everywhere in the oven. So you bake the cookies first and then you put the filling in. You must remember that, because it's quite tempting to sort of assemble the cookie and then put it in the oven, do you know what I mean? But it just won't cook like that. I might add a bit more lemon actually, I might just do the whole lemon. I don't have a problem with it being nice and lemony. Bit more flour, and then I'm going to cut these out with a flower shape, I think, and then I'm going to bake these in the oven as well. Okay? So I'm going to get another oven tray and I'm going to put these in the oven to cook, and then we'll move over to our Linzer cookies with the jam filling. The third and final cookie, you'll be pleased to know, is just going to be plain. So we're literally just going to roll this out, and this is going to have jam in it. And I'm going to use a basic cookie cutter. Remember, you don't have to do all these flavours. I'm just giving you options, you know. So you can either do all 3, you can change it up how you like it. You can add different flavours to it, for example, almond extract and lemon, perhaps. That could go well together for your lemon curd cookies. You could just make them into cookies without any filling, therefore you'd get loads more cookies out of this. And you could do just one flavour, but I just want to give you options and show you how easy it is really to make homemade gift for someone at Christmas. And it doesn't have to be as chaotic as this either. I'm doing it this way to show you that it's so easy that you can just decide to make a video about it one day, not practice them at all, and still hopefully, I mean they're not finished yet, get results. Can you see that? That looks like the jammy dodger sort of splat. So yeah, happy with that. You don't have to have any fancy cutters for this either. I mean, you could even cut around a bowl if you needed to, you know, a little bowl. Just follow the basic principles of this and you'll be absolutely fine. I have once again just complicated things because that just seems to be what I do. I've got quite a reputation for it. I hope I haven't made this too complicated for you to follow, and that this is a semi-comprehensive guide to baking. I mean, I know I'm no Delia Smith, I'm not pretending to be, but she was a pioneer, wasn't she? I'm going to then put these in the oven when it's all done. I'm going to make a few more out of this, and then we'll start assembling the cookies, shall we? That's the fun part, I hope, because this is what we're all doing it for, aren't we? We're back again, and all the cookies are baked and they've cooled. It's important that they cool, otherwise when you add your fillings will just go everywhere. So if you remember, we've got lemon curd that I've made, we've got chocolate spread, and we've got some strawberry jam, and these are going to be our fillings for our cookies. So I'm going to demonstrate now how to fill your cookies. Okay, so where should we start? Let's go with the chocolate ones first of all, because they're the ones that have been cooling the longest. Okay. Now we've got a tiny bit of chocolate spread left in here, and all I'm going to do is on that part of the cookie, I'm going to put a bit of chocolate spread on each of them. Okay. So can you see that? That is a chocolate-filled star that you can eat or gift to someone that you like. Next, I'm going to do the lemon ones. And I've chosen the flowers for the lemon ones. So I'll do them. Now we're going to do the strawberry jam. And all the biscuits are done. So that's them, guys. So I guess all that's left now is to taste them. Which one should I go for? I think my favourite is probably the Jammy Dodger ones, because they look so cute. Quite shortbready, the biscuit, actually. And I really like the addition of the jam in the middle. So I would definitely say give these a go, guys. I'm super happy how these turned out. And they would make a fantastic little gift for someone. And they look like a lot of time and care has been put into them. Don't they look wonderful? And I've put them in an old tin that my grandma gave me that I've just washed out. So they're all packed up nicely, ready to go to someone deserving. So if you make these little gems yourself, don't forget to tag me on social media. I lost my tempeh on social media, and if you make them, please tell people where you found the recipe, direct them back to me so they can watch the video on how to do it, and I hope you enjoy them, and I hope whoever receives them, if you're gifting them to someone, also enjoys them. So please let me know. So until next time, folks, happy baking. Have a wonderful and festive time making these cookies, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everyone.